emoji with the flex, my boy.
It's the National Football League on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the NFC South. It's the Bucs and the Saints, and it's coming up next on Madden Football.
We are down on the bayou as you get a look inside the Superdome here in New Orleans. Today we've got an NFC South matchup between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the New Orleans Saints. Welcome in, everybody. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and Charles, so much gets made about offensive comparisons. Here's a matchup where the defenses may just take center stage.
Yeah, we're usually talking about guys scoring touchdowns. How about the guys who prevent them and change the momentum of the game when they take the ball away? I love those ball hawks in the secondary. People after my own heart.
Saints. Will Lutz has it teed up, and here we go from New Orleans. Taken at the goal line. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Tampa Bay's offense set to take the field, and of course in quarterback, 23-year veteran who's had a Hall of Fame career several times over, the great Tom Brady.
For 1 month, many people thought they'd seen the end of the greatest quarterback career in league history. Of course, there were others who expected Tom Brady to come back, and he did so 40 days later for a 23rd NFL season. Leading the league in completions, yards, and touchdowns at age 44, he showed that he's as good as ever. But of course, losing in the divisional round, not the way he wanted to go out in his final game. For TB12, it's Lombardi trophies or bust.
First play, first pass for Brady. He completes it to Julio Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down.
Julio Jones' year in Tennessee never really got going as he continued to battle injuries that followed him over from Atlanta. He believes he still has a couple of big seasons left in his career, and one more of those could see him climb into the top 10 or even the top 5 all-time in receiving yards.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. The LSU man Leonard Fournette, born right here in New Orleans. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
Next, the receivers help spread the defense out, and they were able to come through with a slashing run.
But to that point, it's going to be interesting to see the personnel chess match as this one progresses.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Can they continue to create running lanes out of passing sets? And if so, it's going to be a long day for the defense.
And this is going to be a Bucs first down as good running gets him to about the 44.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Throwing now is Brady. Firing, and Julio Jones has it on the slant. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. That time a slant, Brady in general on those quick hitters, he just releases the ball so fast.
He does, and he's so accurate, but most of the time he wins before the ball's even snapped by his pre-snap read. Finds out where the defense is and delivers it to the proper place.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, momentary speed bump there with that throw partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. A draw play. Bernard. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Here's Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 14. It's a gain of 14 down to the 14.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone, it's Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. Touchdown! Tom Brady hooking up with Mike Evans there. And the Buccaneers will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Charles, here in their opening series, they said they had certain plays scripted for certain players. That looked like a well-designed play to get one of their top targets involved.
Yeah, let's face it, Brandon. A player of his talent is a problem for any opponent to defend, and we saw it right there. They tried to deny an open lane to him. He still outplayed the coverage and scored the early touchdown. Good luck trying to figure out how to defend him as this game moves on.
So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Now here come the Saints about to begin their first possession. And the man in charge of this offense, his 8th season now in the NFL, former #1 pick, Jameis Winston.
It was terrible to see Jameis Winston suffer his torn ACL last season because he had the Saints rolling in his first year running the show in New Orleans. They went 5-2 in his starts, and they were just 4-6 after he was injured. And how about this? He only threw 3 interceptions, really addressing the big concern people had from his time as a starter in Tampa. New Orleans, they plan to roll with him for a 2nd season and hope that last year's performance will carry over in a full season.
Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They begin on the ground with Kamara. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Winston. This is complete to Michael Thomas. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try and get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Winston to Thomas, and it's a New Orleans first down.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. This seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Kamara. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. Joe Tryon showing in pursuit that time, and he gets the tackle for loss. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 2nd and 12, Winston. And down he goes, a Buccaneers sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Oh, free safety blitz. That can be a gamble, but it proves fruitful there.
Yeah, you're exactly right about the gamble because oftentimes the free safety is the last line of defense against a long pass. And when he comes at the quarterback, he'd better get home and make the play. Otherwise, a big play could result for the offense.
So now after the sack, Winston and the Saints needing to figure out what to do. Tough play, 3rd and long. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kamara. That's caught inside the 20. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. Winston now. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Chris Olave on the touchdown toss for Jameis Winston. And the Saints are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Lutz good on the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it was Chris Olave who finished things off with a touchdown. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their second drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Brady's throw complete here, pulled in by Brate. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
They fake the handoff. Now Brady. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. To throw, it's Brady. A slant to Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A little surprise pays off on 3rd and 1. Pass instead of run. Gets him 15 yards.
Throughout his career, Tom Brady has made a living with the quick pass, hasn't he? How about that one? A little slant inside. And I think his arm's gotten stronger throughout his career, too.
Yeah, you can just see one of many examples of why he's made more trips to the Super Bowl than any other quarterback.
Footwork, intelligence, competitiveness. That's Tom Brady in a nutshell.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now a carry for Bernard.
And he'll get 2 or 3 out of that one as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
From the 44, Brady. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Brady. Caught by Jones. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 44-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how.
Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the Saints will have the football as this is taken up past the 30.
Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Following the interception, Winston. Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit.
Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down throw for Winston. Again, he's got that man Landry. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Jameis now on first down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Jameis again. Flush to his right.
Complete to Olave on the out route. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on it, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
To throw is Winston. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball across the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
Jameis to throw it. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a pretty play there. Got in at the last second, helped force the ball free, and kept them out of the end zone.
Adam Troutman, the intended receiver.
But it'll be second and goal. Again, it's Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Jarvis Landry in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Saints have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. CD for them, this has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, that scores in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Lutz with the extra point. And that makes the score 14-7. So that lines up a 7-play drive all told.
And it's Jarvis Landry who finishes it off with a touchdown reception. offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Takes it at the 7. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome, everyone, to our brand new studios here in downtown Orlando in the EA Sports Halftime Report. First up, though, let's take a look at the next-gen stats from the first half for the Bucs. And they weren't able to get a whole lot done throwing the football. That'll likely be a big key if they want to turn things around in the second half. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they too didn't throw the ball as well as they would have liked. And I think both teams would say there's room for improvement in the second half.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Set now to go for the third quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. Taken in at the 3. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
They start the second half with Kamara. And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Winston. Over the middle and in the... And oh, he coughed it up! And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. So that is not the way you want to begin the half when you're only up by 1 score. A turnover right away.
And my guess that in the locker room, that's what the defensive coordinator of the other side was saying. We've got to find a way to get the football back for our offense, and they were able to do it.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities, and this is a good one right in front of them.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady. And Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to get this down near the 25. From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady. And this is caught at the 8. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A good pickup there, a 22.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Fournette. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing out 2nd down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. They'll give Fournette another crack. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, a 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Bucs are an extra point away from evening this one up. So a strong drive here to lead off this 3rd quarter. That has them an extra point away from tying things up.
And, partner, this is pretty much what they envisioned when they were sitting there in the locker room thinking about getting things going to start here in the 3rd quarter. Getting out there, a field goal would have been fine. But going ahead and scoring here, an extra point away from tying things up, that's exactly how they drew it up on the board.
Extra point up and good by Suckup. And we are tied at 14. So that drive, 4 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Now the Saints, they trot their offense out here.
And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
To throw, Winston. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
Winston to give. It's Kamara. And this will wind up a Saints 1st down as he's able to get this up past the 40. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. While they come out and take a look at him, we will step aside for just a moment.
So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. Here's Winston.
And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the 2nd half. That's just his 2nd incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
To throw again on second down. Winston. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it's third down.
Well, that's a defense coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Winston. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here comes the Saints punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady.
And that'll be caught by Darden.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 23 yards on the play.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or cradling it, comes together with the legs, in this case the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
From midfield, here's Brady. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down.
Excellent job there defensively. Gave up the underneath to the tight end on 3rd down, and they made sure that they did their job. Got him on the ground and prevented him picking up a 1st down.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And great special teams work here. This is knocking on the door of the 5. They'll spot it at the 6-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Saints on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Winston now. And that will be incomplete.
Whether that's a little grabbing, a little hand fighting, by any means necessary on 3rd down, he was able to get the job done in the secondary and swat that one away.
Here comes the Saints punter now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. And a fair catch is taken here, a step or 2 inside the 45-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
Brady going to bring the Bucs up with a 1st and 10
at the 45. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Jones has it.
And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Gage.
And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
On 1st down, Brady.
And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
That one thrown away from the pocket. The officials kind of looking at each other, but they'll say there was a receiver in the area, so no penalty, just an incomplete pass.
Well, we all know possessions are crucial in a tie game, and let's face it, I really didn't need to tell you that. You already knew it. So when he sees he's got nothing good going, an excellent decision to just send that one to the sideline.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Evans. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 24-yard line. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
And partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Throwing middle, and it's complete.
And they're going to get this down inside the 20.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Brady to throw again.
Firing, and Julio Jones has it on the slant. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So nothing there that time, and maybe you need to look to the O-line. They weren't able to create any space.
No, they weren't, and you know as well as I do, as many offensive line coaches we've ever met, I think that'll be addressed loudly when those guys get to the sideline.
And they're usually loud and big. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. They push forward, but I don't think it's enough. He's going to be about a yard short. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This for the lead in the final stages. Succop's kick is good. And with a little over a minute to play, they have taken the lead. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there and all that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air.
Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. Winston and the Saints now down 17-14. A minute 14 to go. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Now Winston. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room. Boy, they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
Extra point try now for Succop. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. fields it right around the goal line. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Now all the focus shifts over to the Saints. Trailing in this one now. A little over a minute to go. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. Winston to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, they've certainly had trouble unlocking this defense through 3.5 quarters, so I don't expect it to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Winston. Pass complete, Thomas. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 17 there, and a New Orleans 1st down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, it's pretty difficult to sum it up offense in a 2-minute drill when your guys have struggled to put points on the board all afternoon. There's an incompletion right there.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Winston. Looking sideline, incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the 1st half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the 2nd half. On 3rd down, Winston. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll throw again. Winston. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
With no timeouts left, that's a dangerous proposition working the middle of the field. Fortunately for them, that one fell incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Winston. He's going to wind up and air it out.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Play action now, Winston. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
One last shot now for Winston. One last shot at the end zone. And that will be incomplete. They were going for a consolation TD, but it was not to be. And time has run out now on this game.
Well, that 2nd half, Charles, a little bit different from the 1st. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the 2nd half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead.
Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.